What up, Deontay? With Deontay's reviews, I didn't think that they were going to give us any more Amber, Shayla, Anthony, nothing until 11:30 tonight. But my phone went off. And the therapist tells Amber that women have been at least probably fools. What women have been at least once in their lifetime. So I guess this is a one-on-one conversation as the therapist is leaving. I'm just exhausted with this storyline. Like, I think I'm more neutral, but I'm not convinced of anything with these two. But nonetheless, let's go. Let's see what's happening.
Well, Ms. Brown, it was a pleasure as usual. Yes, definitely enjoy having you around. And yeah, it's actually been good. It's been great. It's been good. Yeah. Before you leave, can I ask you a question? Sure. I know you have to kind of be politically correct in front of Anthony and I, but I just want to know how you truly feel about he and I.
Does it really matter? You've already made your decision. You've already made a decision to get back with him. See, it's this kind of stuff right here with her asking these types of questions that make me feel like I'm not even convinced about her decision. Are you really doing this because, one, you actually believe that God told you to get back with this man? Or is the fact that you saying God said it, are you using that as a cop-out of being embarrassed, of not being embarrassed from what people may have to say about you getting back with him once they find out? Like, it's just weird thing. But see, here's the thing. You have to be careful with saying that God said if that's not in fact what he said. Because see, and this is why I'm saying that, because at one point Amber was like, oh, my spirit tells me. Your spirit ain't the Holy Spirit. And then she came back a few skits later saying, God said. So which one is it? So right there shows me some instability. And then it makes me feel like, are you just saying this stuff just to kind of lessen the guilt of the feeling of embarrassment? Like, what do you, because if you sure, you don't, if God told you something and you sure on it, what anybody else has to say or desiring anybody else's opinion, it's not gonna matter. You ain't gonna go looking for it because you sure about what God said.
Looking things out. Like, not your doctor, therapist answer, like you as a woman. Yes. I'm truly happy for you. It's always better to be together than to be apart.
But what if being together means it's toxic? What if being together means that it's stressful? What if being together means the reality is that he hasn't changed his behavior? Because he hasn't. He hasn't done anything to demonstrate or prove that he's changed his behavior. Okay? What if being together means she misses out on what God really wanted her to have? Because the truth of the matter is, it can be argued that they put themselves together. God didn't put this together. Because they both was distracted and had their own stuff going on. They just happened to run into each other, the perfect storm. Could that be the case? I mean, I'm just saying, like, being better together, I'm better off with the person that's making me miserable. I'm better off with the person that continues to make me feel uncomfortable and insecure. I'm better off with a person that's not healthy for me, and I'm only better with them just for the sake of saving an image. Like, what? I don't know if I agree with that, but let's go.
Yeah, I'm just kind of worried about what my family and friends are going to think after he embarrassed me.
See, didn't I just say it? Did she say God said for them to get back together as a cop-out to save herself from the blow of embarrassment she gonna feel when everybody find out? I literally just said that. Because nothing she's saying that she's been saying, her facial expressions over the last couple of days, it's not convincing to me that she's all in. is what it does give though is that she doesn't want to be a failure on one side, but on the other side, she doesn't want to look like a fool before her family. Like that's what I'm feeling and getting when I look at this storyline and when I look at how she's been engaging with Anthony.
You know, I'm happy.
Are you?
Working it out, but I'm also still so angry that he put me in this position. To be embarrassed and to be worried about what everybody else thinks. I don't know how not to do that.
Dear, you want to get beyond the good opinions of others. And you want to understand that ego is edging God out. Because we've all been in a situation where we felt what you're feeling.
So let's take that for a second. And I'm sorry to keep stopping, but it's a lot to unpack here. Ego, she said ego, acronym for edging God out. And many would say and have been saying that them staying together would be God's idea or God's solution for this situation. Could it be also, or could it be rather than, that this whole thing with Anthony was Amber's way out of a bad situation that could get even worse over time? Because the truth of the matter is, she has not made him prove himself or work to get back to that space where they once were. As I said before, and I'm going to say it again, all it took was a week and a waffle. Okay? So could it be her desire of wanting to make it work, to force it to make it work? Could that be her edging God out when God is trying to give her a way out? And sometimes God's way of escape is different than what would be ideal before the masses. Could be.
Yeah.
You know what you're feeling, right? You're feeling like what?
I don't know what.
A fool! Dumb!
So what you're telling me is you think I'm a fool.
What?
No, I'm telling you that you think you're the only person that's ever felt like a fool.
I mean, I feel like my situation is unique, right? Everybody hasn't gone through what I've gone through. He was with my friend.
You ain't the only one. Ask Lauryn Hill. Okay? Didn't her baby daddy have kids and cheat on her with her cousin? That's even closer than a best friend. You ain't the only one. Only difference is you got money. Only difference is y'all a little more financially well off. That's the only difference. Y'all look a little bit more polished on paper. That's it. You ain't the only one.
He had a baby by my best friend.
I understand. However,
you understand, but that never came up in the counseling sessions, and you as a counselor never thought to try to go that route to bring it up. Now what's happening is Amber is really laying out before you what she should have been laying out before you and Anthony in these counseling sessions. This is the byproduct of what it means to the point to where when we say her trauma and her pain has not been dealt with in these sessions. This is why I have not been a fan of these counseling sessions. Because now what she's really feeling is coming out. When it should have been coming out in all them little raggedy sessions they was having.
dear, life is like that. We've all felt like fools at some point in time. And when you say you want to love someone, oftentimes that comes with sometimes having foolish moments. Sometimes that comes with, even if you make mistakes with money, or people that have failed, their businesses have failed and they had egg on their face and they felt like a fool because they had to close the doors. Life is going to have situations where you feel like a fool. The only thing that can shift that for you is when you have God as the foundation. It's when you allow God to have the last word and love to have the last word. And you move beyond thinking in terms of how someone else is looking at me, and you get to what it is that you want to create and what you committed to in your life.
So you're saying in this situation, it's okay to play the fool?
I'm saying in this situation, it's up to you to decide the story of your life.
That comment made me so uncomfortable. So you saying it's okay to... I didn't get that out of that, but it sounds like that's what Amber is getting, because she wants somebody to tell her it's okay to take him back even though she has every right and she sees all the evidence why she need to leave him alone. And what she really feels is that if she takes him back, she's being a fool. Now we're getting into how she really feels about this. She feels like she's a fool. It's not 100% what people think, but you got to also take into account how she really feels, though.
Life. You're co-creating your new reality with God right now. And you get to determine what that storyline looks like.
You are so good at your job.
Stop it. No, she ain't. No, she ain't. Because it took you to have to go before her to pull out your pain and your trauma and what's been bothering you this whole time. So stop. But
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you, dear.
I'm gonna miss talking to you and seeing you.
I don't know. I still need to be around because I helped you all to get back together, but I gotta help you stay together.
I guess I didn't think about that.
Don't worry about it, honey. We'll stay connected, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank
don't worry about it, honey. She still need her bag, baby. She still need to get paid, baby. So she gonna be around. You understand what I'm saying? So look, so my thing is, y'all, I ain't convinced that this is what Amber really wants. Anthony invaded her space within a week. Within 1 week. And just threw her equilibrium off, threw her off track. And him being present kind of guided her to this place where she has taken him back. Rather than her spending appropriate time in solitude to literally see for herself what the Lord wants for her life. That's just my take on it. We got a ways to go. Girl, you better keep your husband in the house tonight, because if he leave out and go to PR house, it's going to be some trouble. Trouble. I'll see y'all on the other side. Y'all be good.